The Empire of Trebizond, often referred to as the Trapezuntine Empire, stands as a testament to the dynamic tapestry of medieval history. Nestled along the rugged coastline of the eastern Black Sea region, Trebizond emerged as a beacon of Byzantine civilization amid the shifting tides of empires and conquests. Its story is intertwined with the grand narrative of the Byzantine Empire, yet it possesses a distinct character and legacy that merits exploration and understanding. The roots of Trebizond's history can be traced back to the tumultuous era of the late Byzantine Empire. As Constantinople, the once mighty capital of Byzantium, grappled with internal strife and external pressures, the peripheral regions of the empire began to assert their autonomy. In this context of political fragmentation and uncertainty, the city of Trebizond rose to prominence, establishing itself as a bastion of culture, trade, and power in the eastern Black Sea. The origins of the Empire of Trebizond are intricately woven into the fabric of the declining Byzantine Empire. By the 12th century, the once mighty Byzantine Empire had begun to wane, beset by internal strife, external pressures, and territorial losses. The Fourth Crusade of 1204 dealt a devastating blow to Byzantine unity, resulting in the fragmentation of the empire and the establishment of the Latin Empire in Constantinople. Amidst this backdrop of political upheaval and uncertainty, the peripheral regions of the Byzantine Empire sought to assert their autonomy. The city of Trebizond, strategically located along the Black Sea coast, emerged as a focal point of resistance and resilience. Situated at the crossroads of East and West, Trebizond became a bastion of Byzantine culture and power in the face of encroaching threats and shifting alliances. The foundation of the Empire of Trebizond can be traced back to the establishment of the Komnenian dynasty in the early 13th century. Following the collapse of Byzantine authority in Constantinople, Alexios I Megas Komnenos, a scion of the illustrious Komnenos family, seized control of Trebizond and proclaimed himself emperor. Under the Komnenian dynasty, Trebizond experienced a period of relative stability and prosperity. The rulers of Trebizond sought to emulate the glories of Byzantium, fostering a vibrant cultural milieu characterized by artistic patronage, literary production, and architectural innovation. The city of Trebizond flourished as a center of trade and commerce, attracting merchants, scholars, and travelers from across the Mediterranean and beyond. Trebizond's geopolitical significance stemmed from its strategic location at the nexus of east-west trade routes and its proximity to rival powers such as the Seljuk Turks, the Mongols, and later, the Ottoman Empire. As a gateway to the Caucasus and Central Asia, Trebizond served as a crucial link in the network of Silk Road trade, facilitating the exchange of goods, ideas, and cultures between Europe and Asia. Moreover, Trebizond's maritime access to the Black Sea endowed it with considerable naval power, enabling the empire to assert its influence along the coastlines of the Pontic region and beyond. The city's fortified walls and strategic position afforded it a measure of security against external threats, allowing Trebizond to maintain its independence and autonomy amidst the tumult of medieval geopolitics. Trebizond's cultural landscape was characterized by a vibrant flourishing of art, literature, and architecture, reflecting the eclectic fusion of Byzantine, Caucasian, and Persian influences. The city served as a melting pot of cultures, attracting artists, scholars, and intellectuals from across the Byzantine world and beyond. In the realm of art, Trebizond boasted a rich tradition of iconography, with master craftsmen producing intricate religious images and frescoes for churches and monasteries throughout the empire. These icons, renowned for their exquisite detail and spiritual depth, served as focal points of devotion and piety for the empire's Orthodox Christian population. Literature also thrived in Trebizond, with scholars and poets composing works of theology, philosophy, and poetry that reflected the intellectual ferment of the era. Notable literary figures such as George Amiroutzes and Michael Panaretos contributed to Trebizond's literary legacy, producing works that celebrated the empire's cultural heritage and intellectual prowess. Architecturally, Trebizond boasted a wealth of Byzantine-style churches, palaces, and fortifications that showcased the empire's wealth and power. The Hagia Sophia of Trebizond, a majestic cathedral built by Emperor Manuel I Komnenos, stands as a testament to the city's architectural splendor, with its soaring domes, intricate mosaics, and ornate decorations. Trebizond's economic prosperity was closely linked to its strategic location along key trade routes linking the Mediterranean world with the Caucasus, Central Asia, and beyond. The city served as a bustling hub of maritime commerce, with merchants from Venice, Genoa, and other Mediterranean powers flocking to its ports to trade in silk, spices, and other luxury goods. The empire's control over lucrative trade routes, such as the Silk Road and the Black Sea trade network, fueled Trebizond's economic expansion and allowed it to amass considerable wealth and influence. Trebizond's merchants and traders played a vital role in facilitating the exchange of goods and ideas between East and West, fostering a cosmopolitan atmosphere that enriched the city's cultural and intellectual life. Trebizond was governed by a complex system of imperial administration that blended Byzantine traditions with local customs and institutions. The emperor, supported by a council of advisors and officials, wielded supreme authority over the empire's affairs, overseeing matters of state, diplomacy, and military defense. At the local level, Trebizond was divided into administrative districts known as themes, each governed by a governor appointed by the emperor. These governors were responsible for maintaining law and order, collecting taxes, and administering justice within their respective regions. Despite its relative stability and prosperity, Trebizond faced internal challenges stemming from dynastic rivalries, succession disputes, and factional politics. The empire's elite families vied for influence and power, often resorting to intrigue and conspiracy to advance their interests. The Empire of Trebizond faced a myriad of external threats throughout its existence, chief among them being rivalry with the Byzantine Empire and incursions by the Seljuk Turks. Despite sharing a common Byzantine heritage, Trebizond and Constantinople often found themselves at odds, competing for control over strategic territories and resources in the eastern Black Sea region. Byzantine emperors viewed Trebizond as a renegade state and sought to assert their authority over the empire through military force and diplomatic pressure. Trebizond, in turn, sought to resist Byzantine encroachments and maintain its autonomy, often forging alliances with rival powers such as the Seljuk Turks and the Mongols to bolster its defenses. The Seljuk Turks posed another significant threat to Trebizond's sovereignty, launching periodic incursions into the empire's territory and laying siege to its fortresses along the Black Sea coast. These incursions, motivated by territorial expansion and religious zeal, tested Trebizond's military strength and resilience, forcing the empire to fortify its borders and negotiate precarious truces with its Seljuk adversaries. Internally, the Empire of Trebizond grappled with succession crises, dynastic rivalries, and court intrigues that threatened to destabilize the empire's political order. Succession disputes often erupted following the death of an emperor, as rival claimants vied for the throne and sought to secure the support of powerful noble families and military factions. Dynastic intrigues further compounded these challenges, as ambitious courtiers and aristocrats conspired to manipulate succession outcomes and advance their own interests. The imperial court became a battleground of competing factions, with loyalty to the emperor often taking precedence over allegiance to the state. Trebizond's rulers sought to navigate these internal power struggles through a combination of military prowess, diplomatic maneuvering, and strategic alliances. However, the specter of dynastic instability and court intrigue loomed large over the empire, posing a constant threat to its stability and cohesion. Religious dynamics played a significant role in shaping Trebizond's internal politics and external relations. As an Orthodox Christian state, Trebizond maintained close ties with the Greek Orthodox Church and sought to uphold the principles of Byzantine Christianity within its borders. However, the empire's proximity to Islamic powers such as the Seljuk Turks and later, the Ottoman Empire, exposed it to influences from the Islamic world. Trebizond's rulers navigated a delicate balance between maintaining their Orthodox Christian identity and accommodating the religious practices and cultural traditions of their Muslim neighbors. Trebizond's religious diversity was reflected in its population, which included Orthodox Christians, Muslims, and other religious minorities. Despite occasional tensions and conflicts between religious communities, the empire generally maintained a policy of religious tolerance and coexistence, allowing its subjects to practice their faiths freely under imperial protection. The Golden Age of Trebizond reached its zenith during the reign of Manuel I Komnenos, whose visionary leadership and strategic acumen propelled the empire to new heights of prosperity and power. Ascending to the throne in 1238, Manuel embarked on a series of ambitious reforms aimed at revitalizing Trebizond's economy, strengthening its military, and expanding its influence in the region. Under Manuel's rule, Trebizond experienced a period of unprecedented cultural and economic flourishing. The emperor's patronage of the arts, literature, and architecture fostered a renaissance of Byzantine culture, with scholars, artists, and craftsmen flocking to the imperial court to participate in the empire's cultural renaissance. Manuel's reign was also marked by a series of military victories and diplomatic maneuvers that solidified Trebizond's position as a regional power. The emperor's strategic alliances with neighboring states, including the Mongols and the Georgian kingdom, enabled Trebizond to repel external threats and expand its territorial holdings along the Black Sea coast. One of Manuel's most notable military achievements was the successful defense of Trebizond against a Seljuk invasion in 1243, which cemented the empire's reputation as a formidable military power in the region. Additionally, Manuel's diplomatic overtures to the Mongol Empire resulted in favorable trade agreements and military alliances that bolstered Trebizond's economic prosperity and strategic security. The Golden Age of Trebizond also witnessed a flourishing of intellectual activity and scholarly patronage under the auspices of Emperor Manuel I Komnenos. The emperor's patronage of learning and education attracted renowned scholars and philosophers to the imperial court, where they engaged in vibrant intellectual exchanges and produced works of enduring significance. Manuel's support for the arts, literature, and sciences contributed to Trebizond's reputation as a center of enlightenment and learning in the medieval world. Scholars such as George Amiroutzes and Michael Panaretos flourished under Manuel's patronage, producing seminal works of theology, philosophy, and historiography that enriched the empire's cultural heritage and intellectual legacy. The decline and fall of the Empire of Trebizond were precipitated by a series of external invasions and shifting alliances that tested the empire's resilience and stability. One of the most significant threats to Trebizond's sovereignty came from the Mongol Empire, whose expansionist ambitions brought them into conflict with the Byzantine and Seljuk realms. In the mid-13th century, Trebizond found itself caught in the crosshairs of the Mongol onslaught as the Mongol hordes, under the leadership of Hulagu Khan, swept across the Caucasus and Anatolia. Despite initial attempts at resistance, Trebizond ultimately opted for diplomatic appeasement, forging tenuous alliances with the Mongols in a bid to secure its survival. These alliances, however, proved to be double-edged swords, as Trebizond became increasingly reliant on Mongol protection and patronage, compromising its autonomy and sovereignty in the process. The Mongol presence in the region destabilized the delicate balance of power, creating opportunities for rival powers such as the Ottoman Empire to exploit Trebizond's vulnerabilities. The final blow to Trebizond's independence came from the encroachments of the Ottoman Empire, whose rapid expansion and territorial ambitions threatened the very existence of the empire. In 1461, Mehmed II, the conqueror of Constantinople, set his sights on Trebizond, launching a devastating siege that culminated in the fall of the city and the annexation of the empire's territories. The fall of Trebizond marked the end of over 2 centuries of independence and autonomy, as the empire was absorbed into the burgeoning Ottoman Empire. Trebizond's cultural heritage, economic prosperity, and political institutions were assimilated into the Ottoman fold, leaving behind a legacy of conquest and subjugation that would shape the course of Eurasian history for centuries to come. Despite its relatively brief existence, the Empire of Trebizond left an indelible mark on the historical consciousness of Eurasia, evoking images of imperial grandeur, cultural richness, and geopolitical significance. The memory of Trebizond persists in the annals of historical discourse as a testament to the resilience and endurance of Byzantine civilization in the face of adversity and change. In modern times, Trebizond's legacy continues to fascinate scholars, historians, and enthusiasts alike, inspiring a wealth of research, literature, and cultural representations that seek to illuminate its enigmatic saga. Archaeological excavations, archival research, and scholarly analyses have shed new light on Trebizond's history, uncovering hidden truths and challenging conventional narratives about the empire's rise and fall. In recent years, Trebizond has experienced a rediscovery and revival through archaeological endeavors that seek to unearth the empire's rich cultural heritage and historical significance. Archaeologists and historians have embarked on excavations in and around Trebizond, uncovering ancient artifacts, Byzantine ruins, and medieval structures that offer insights into the empire's past. These archaeological endeavors have shed new light on Trebizond's urban development, architectural achievements, and economic prosperity, providing valuable evidence of its role as a vibrant center of Byzantine civilization in the eastern Black Sea region. Through meticulous excavation and analysis, researchers aim to reconstruct Trebizond's past and preserve its legacy for future generations. Trebizond's legacy also endures in literary and cultural representations that evoke the empire's mystique and allure. Writers, artists, and filmmakers have drawn inspiration from Trebizond's history and mythology, weaving tales of adventure, romance, and intrigue set against the backdrop of its medieval splendor. Literary works such as novels, poems, and historical fiction novels transport readers to the world of Trebizond, immersing them in its sights, sounds, and sensations. Artists and filmmakers have likewise captured Trebizond's essence through visual media, depicting its landscapes, architecture, and inhabitants in vivid detail. Trebizond's influence extends beyond the realm of academia and the arts, shaping contemporary politics and identity in the eastern Black Sea region. The memory of Trebizond serves as a source of pride and inspiration for modern-day residents, who celebrate the empire's legacy as a symbol of regional identity and cultural heritage. In Turkey, where Trebizond's former territories are located, the empire's memory continues to resonate with local communities, who view it as an integral part of their historical narrative and collective identity. Efforts to preserve Trebizond's cultural heritage and promote tourism in the region reflect a broader desire to honor the empire's legacy and ensure its preservation for future generations. The saga of the Empire of Trebizond stands as a testament to the resilience, creativity, and complexity of human civilization. From its humble origins amidst the ruins of Byzantium to its golden age of cultural and economic flourishing, Trebizond left an indelible mark on the historical landscape of Eurasia. Despite facing myriad challenges, including external invasions, internal strife, and geopolitical upheavals, Trebizond endured for over 2 centuries, leaving behind a legacy of imperial grandeur, cultural richness, and geopolitical significance. The study of Trebizond offers valuable insights into the dynamics of medieval Eurasian history, shedding light on the complexities of empire building, statecraft, and cultural exchange in a diverse and interconnected world. Trebizond's experience highlights the fluidity of political boundaries, the resilience of cultural identities, and the enduring impact of cross-cultural interactions on the course of history. By examining Trebizond's rise and fall, historians gain a deeper understanding of the forces that shaped the medieval world and continue to shape our own. Looking ahead, future research and scholarship on Trebizond hold the promise of uncovering new insights and perspectives that deepen our understanding of this enigmatic empire. Archaeological excavations, archival research, and interdisciplinary collaborations offer opportunities to explore Trebizond's history from diverse vantage points and expand our knowledge of its cultural, economic, and political dynamics. Moreover, comparative studies with other medieval empires and regions can enrich our understanding of Trebizond's place within the broader context of Eurasian history, illuminating connections and patterns that transcend traditional geographic and chronological boundaries. In conclusion, the Empire of Trebizond continues to captivate and inspire scholars, historians, and enthusiasts alike with its rich tapestry of history, culture, and legacy. As we continue to unravel the mysteries of Trebizond's past and explore its enduring significance, we gain new perspectives on the complexities of human experience and the enduring legacy of empires in the annals of history.